Alright, good morning everybody. My name is Chris, and today we're going to be talking about the SB360 Capital Partners LLC liquidation sales as of Friday, May 31st, 2024. So we have Bob Stores, so let's start here. So Bob Stores in Ansonia, Connecticut, the Bob Stores in Hamden, Connecticut, the Bob Stores in Manchester, Connecticut, the Bob Stores in Middletown, Connecticut, the Bob Stores in Milford, Connecticut, the Bob Stores in Newington, Connecticut, the Bob Stores in Simsbury, Connecticut, the Bob Stores in Southampton, Connecticut, the Bob Stores in Waterbury, Connecticut, the Bob Stores in Waterford, Connecticut, the Bob Stores in Attleboro, Massachusetts, the Bob Stores in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, the Bob Stores in Holyoke, Massachusetts, the Bob Stores in Middleton, Massachusetts, the Bob Stores in Randolph, Massachusetts, the Bob Stores in Westboro, Massachusetts, the Bob Stores in Salem, New Hampshire, the Bob Stores in Freehold, New Jersey. Wow, I guess they closed Watchung already. That was pretty quick. The Bob Stores in Central Reach, New York, the Bob Stores in West Islip, New York, and the Bob Stores in Cranston, Rhode Island. Then we get to Eastern Mountain Sports. We have the Eastern Mountain Sports Store in Danbury, Connecticut, the Eastern Mountain Sports Store in Burlington, Massachusetts, the Eastern Mountain Sports Stores in Canton, Connecticut, the Eastern Mountain Sports Stores in Haley, Massachusetts, the Eastern Mountain Sports Store in Hyannis, Massachusetts, Eastern Mountain Sports Stores in Haley, Massachusetts, Eastern Mountain Sports in Westboro, Massachusetts, Eastern Mountain Sports in Freeport, Maine, the Eastern Mountain Sports in Portland, Maine, the Eastern Mountain Sports Stores in Manchester, New Hampshire, the Eastern Mountain Sports Stores in North Conway, New Hampshire, the Eastern Mountain Sports Store in Peterborough, New Hampshire, the Eastern Mountain Sports Store in North Conway, New Hampshire, Eastern Mountain Sports Store in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, the Eastern Mountain Sports Store in West Lebanon, New Hampshire, the Eastern Mountain Sports Stores in Bridgewater, New Jersey, the Eastern Mountain Sports Stores in Deptford, New Jersey, the Eastern Mountain Sports Stores in Albany, New York, the Eastern Mountain Sports Stores in Ithaca, New York, the Eastern Mountain Sports Stores in Lake Placid, New York, the Eastern Mountain Sports Store in Saratoga Springs, New York, the Eastern Mountain Sports Store in Warrington, Pennsylvania, and the Eastern Mountain Sports Stores in South Burlington, Vermont. Then we get to Gabe's. We have the Gabe Stores in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, the Gabe Stores in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, and the Gabe Stores in North Wales, Pennsylvania. And then we get to Rite Aid, and we've got a lot of Rite Aids. The Rite Aid in Los Angeles, California, the Rite Aid store in Novato, California, the Rite Aid store in Orange, California, the Rite Aid store in Bridgeport, Connecticut, the Rite Aid store in North Ford, Connecticut, the Rite Aid store in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, the Rite Aid store in Barnegat, New Jersey, the Rite Aid store in Berlin, New Jersey, the Rite Aid store in Hackensack, New Jersey, the Rite Aid store in Port Monmouth, New Jersey, the Rite Aid store in Sewell, New Jersey, the Rite Aid store in Sicklerville, New Jersey, the Rite Aid store in Toms River, New Jersey, the Rite Aid store in Williamstown, New Jersey, the Rite Aid store in Flushing, New York, the Rite Aid store in Long Beach, New York, the Rite Aid store in New York, New York, the Rite Aid store in Saratoga Springs, New York, the Rite Aid store in Youngstown, New York, the Rite Aid store in Canton, Ohio, two Rite Aid stores in Lakewood, Ohio, two Rite Aid stores in Dayton, Ohio, the Rite Aid store in Lakewood, Ohio, the Rite Aid store in Massillon, Ohio, the Rite Aid store in Toledo, Ohio, the Rite Aid store in Allentown, Pennsylvania, the Rite Aid store in Glen Nolden, Pennsylvania, the Rite Aid store in Mooresville, Pennsylvania, the Rite Aid store in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, two Rite Aid stores in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Rite Aid store in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Rite Aid store in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, the Rite Aid store in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, the Rite Aid store in Wayne, Pennsylvania, the Rite Aid store in Norfolk, Virginia, the Rite Aid store in Richmond, and three Rite Aid stores in Richmond Beach. Not Richmond Beach. Three Rite Aid stores in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and one Rite Aid store in Richmond, Virginia. Three Rite Aid stores in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and one Rite Aid store in Richmond, Virginia. Hope I said that right. And then we have Old Time Pottery. So we have the Old Time Pottery store in Foley, Alabama, the Old Time Pottery in Madison, Alabama, the Old Time Pottery in Pelham, Alabama, the Old Time Pottery in Kansas City, Florida, the Old Time Pottery in Largo, Florida, the Old Time Pottery in Newport Richey, Florida, the Old Time Pottery in Orange Park, Florida, the Old Time Pottery store in Tampa, Florida, the Old Time Pottery in Murrayville, Indiana, the Rite Aid store in Parama, Ohio, the Old Time Pottery store in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and the Old Time Pottery store in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and both the one in Murrayville, Indiana, and the Old Time Pottery in Parama, Ohio, are both home sales. And then obviously the last SB360 thing, it's a grocery store at 300 Riders Lane in Middletown, New Jersey, and basically we click on the link here, and it just goes, it's basically just a bunch of grocery store fixtures that are basically up for sale. It looks like this is a closed Acme or a closed Stop and Shop. I'm not sure which of the two. But usually they try to sell everything off because the new grocery stores usually use new equipment, so they try to get as much money as possible. The lots are closing next week at 1 o'clock. And then we have the iDesk office furniture, which again, you just have to contact these emails here for more information regarding this type of liquidation. So, anyways, guys, that is the update on all of the SB360 Capital Partners LLC liquidation sales. Again, I will put the link in the description below. I want to sincerely thank you guys for watching, and that will be it.